Hi lovely people, welcome back to my library, or welcome if you're new. I'm your friendly neighborhood librarian Kate, and in today's video, which has been a while since I posted a video, we are going to wrap up the month of March, or as I like to call it, the month that I got a major reading slump and wanted to give up on reading altogether. Are you ready? Oh well, if you're not, grab a cup of tea because it's gonna be a chatty one. Why, hello there. General Kenobi. No, wrong fandom. This is the book community, and not Star Wars podcast. Welcome back. I have been on a little bit of a hiatus for a while and have finally got my stuff together that I can actually put something on a piece of paper. And by piece of paper, I mean digitally, because let's be honest, I can do this whenever, but I just haven't. March was, as you now know, the month of the reading slump and the worst reading that I have done in quite a while. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was end of term stress. I don't know whether it was the uni piled on top. I just had this really bad existential crisis where I didn't know what I was going to do. And I didn't know how I was going to keep going with things. And yeah, so I had a little bit of a break. Now, I'm not saying that I'm fully back. I'm going to try and put out a video maybe once a fortnight. I'm trying not to put pressure on myself. If you've noticed, I have been putting out a few reels. So the content bug has not left. It's more I haven't been reading very much and don't know what to actually talk about or put on here. And that just didn't happen. So let's talk about the books I did read. Read? What? I did read. I fell through a portal into a gargoyle's arms. What a title. Oh my gosh. That was a really good book. I enjoyed that. The Baby Dragon Book Cafe? No, I had such high hopes for it, but I'm going to be so honest with you. That's probably one of the worst books I've ever read. Honestly, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. As an English teacher, I can tell you why. It was 100% tell and not show. The characters lacked major emotions. They were very flat, and it really just made me sad because it had such a great premise and it really just needed like a couple more rounds of editing and going over, because oh my god, that was interesting. I then read, I thought to myself, do you know what? I think you should probably reread a book you have read before. So I picked up the Madison Kate series again. That was a mistake. I read it. Yes, I love them. I listened to the audiobooks, but oh my gosh, I've read them one too many times. I need to have a break from that series. So I finished the two. I didn't realize how many pages they were, but they were big. And then I decided, you know what? I want a hockey romance. So let's pick up something I haven't read in quite a while, but also a read. And that was called That One Night by the Jackson Ray book series of like hockey versus harem kind of thing. Yeah, I read it. And then this month I read the first one, Pucking Around, and that was okay. But then I also started reading what was called Sinner's Playground, and that was also not great. It was just one book after another, and I'm very thankful for Spiral, but I'm not talking about April. Not yet. Nope. Backtrack. Anyway, March. Lots of things happened in March. Lots of deadlines. Did I get half of my stuff done that I wanted to? No. Did I cry a lot? Yes. What a surprise. Anyway, you're here for the books. Baby Dragon Cafe? No. The gargoyle one? Really cute. I kind of wish there was more within that world. I'm not sure if there is. I think it's an alien one, maybe? I'm not sure. I have to check, but yeah, I would read more of them. They were really cute and wholehearted and just made me feel wholesome inside. And I definitely would read them again, or read the others in that universe. Let me just check if there are others. Okay, I just checked. There is another one. It's called Falling Through Portal series. The next one is I Fell Through a Portal and Into a Ghost Bathtub. But that doesn't come out till the 2nd of May this year. So, no. I wanted something that was That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, that kind of series, though I could read that again. But as I said before, I probably don't need to reread something. But anyway, it was just a month. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm trying to do too many things at once, I just want to quit everything and just like take a moment. And I know that's called burnout. Hello, been through it before. But I just needed a moment. And I enjoyed that moment. I've actually started to get back into reading. I've actually started to do some content creation, and I think the reels really helped with that, because I do like making short form. So maybe I might do a big video one week and then a reel the next. I don't know. And yes, I did make a mistake here on this page. I tried to combine That Time I Got Drunk. Anyway, romantasy checklist. I was meant to read Lightlark and I didn't. I'm not enjoying it. I think I just need to listen to it faster, maybe. I also haven't read Caraval for April, but it's not the end of April. It's only the 14th that I'm filming this. So I could probably still do that. Anyway, I need to go back to Lightlark. I want to finish it, but it's just not great. And I think I just need to take a step back and maybe not listen to it audibly, maybe read it physically, so then I can like read it faster and skim over the stuff that's really boring. I don't know. I'm only in the first little bit of it, but yeah. Obviously, the book pick of the month is I Fell Through a Portal and Into a Gargoyle's Arms, because it's super cute. The girl is plus size. The gargoyle's like, ooh, I love you. He falls first. So cute. It is an 18 plus book because it does have a lot of spice in it. It's probably on the 3 scale. I originally rated it at a 4, but it's definitely more of a 5. Mainly because I remember it and I enjoyed it. So yes, this is not the best review page I have ever done, but I just wanted it done because I wanted this month over with. I wanted the thoughts of it gone and just think about April. So that's what I'm doing. April is everything, because if you didn't know, in Australia, April is autumn. And at the end of April to the 1st of May, it is Halloween time in Australia. Oh my God, so amazing. Now, most people celebrate Halloween here on the 31st of October, like with everyone else. But to us, it's the end of spring era and it's going into summer era. And yeah, anyway, but technically for us, the autumn, the harvest season, is the end of this month. So woo! I'm so excited. I'm probably going to do some Halloween content. Even though it's not Halloween in the Northern Hemisphere, it's still Halloween here. So I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to have double Halloween this year, because there's nothing better than one Halloween than 2 Halloweens. Like, hear me out. Love Halloween, love the spooky vibes, love the pumpkins, love the leaves changing. Oh my God, I love it. Tell me, are you a Halloween person like me? Or are you a person that's like, no, I can just do with one Halloween? What? Are you okay? Have you not embraced your spookiness enough? I would like to know. Let me know in the comments down below if you would prefer 2 Halloweens or just one, because you can only handle one. I know what one I'm picking. Anyway, I have let a lot of things go. I haven't done anything on my TBR jar, and I've read books that are in my TBR jar. So if I was going to go through them and I was going to pick out all the books, but then I thought to myself, no, if I pick the book out that is that book that I've read, I'll just pick another one, because that's obvious instead of going through each and every one. Isn't that just time consuming? Just no. Anyway, back to this review spread. This is my book of the month for the month of March, as I have said many times. And my review page is horrible. Horrible. I put in probably a 5 out of 10 in effort. I'd probably give myself probably a C or a D grade for this spread. Wonderful in terms of matching the washi tape to the colours, but I couldn't find any fan art online, and my printer ran out of ink, and all the excuses in the world. I just wanted it over and done with. So I did. It's over and done with. I finished it. It's done. I can forget about it. That was really hard to get out of my mouth. And move on with my life. And that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So this one follows Kira, who is having a hard time. I believe she's a primary school teacher. She can't get a job as a primary school teacher. She's a plus-size babe, and she just wishes she could go to a different time or place, and she submerges herself in a bathtub because she's like, oh, my life is horrible. No, she's not trying to do the S word. She then just falls through and appears in this like river thing where this gargoyle guy is having a bath, and it's freezing cold, and she's like, oh my god, what's going on? And he knows that she's his mate because of his sister, who is a fortune teller, and he's like, you're gonna meet your mate, blah blah blah. And she's like, no, I really want to go back. And then they go meet this mythical person that lives in a forest, I'm not sure, that essentially says, you could go back, but do you want to? Like, someone else has taken your spot. So, they like switch places. I don't know. Anyway, she decides, no, she's going to stay. She loves him. She decides that no, she's going to accept his matingness, and they have time together. That's what I'm going to say. I think it's super cute. He's super cute. He falls first, which doesn't happen a lot in these sorts of fantasy books. Sometimes it does, but not as much as I think. I do want to read some more romantasy, but they haven't been great. And forcing myself to read is really hard. I don't like it. I kind of just go with vibes and what I feel like. A lot of the time when I'm writing reviews too, I'm looking on Goodreads and see if I have written the review already, and this time I did, so that's what I'm reading. And sometimes I just have to summarize what I've written because I can't fit it all on the page, and sometimes I don't want to write it all. Like anyone else not want to write it all, because I don't. Anyway, I fill in this, I write some bits. It's a review. It does end up being a 5 out of 5 and a 3 on the spicy scale. Now, I gave it a 3 rather than just like a normal 2, mainly because his gargoyle and that stuff that goes with that. I won't get into specifics, but I'm sure you can understand. Yeah. It was a good book. Now, in terms of the Madison Kate series, I've read it one too many times now, but if you're looking for something that is like murder mystery, spicy, girl gets 3 guys, I would recommend the series. It is a little bit dark. Some bits of it you're just like, oh, you're an idiot. But other parts you're like, oh, I love that suspense and tension that is developed through there, and the characters are really likable in some regards. Especially Kodiak and Steel. They're so good. Anyway, let's talk about the Baby Dragon Book Cafe. Now, the premise of it was super cute. I loved the representation within it. I liked the actual plot, but I didn't like the writing. I finished it, and I think I gave it a 1 or a 2. I really believe that it probably needed a few more edits to make it more viable and to make it actually more enjoyable. I'm not saying that the author's bad. I'm just saying that the publisher let them down, really. Now let's talk about the other thing that I'm filling in that I don't know if I've shown you guys before, but in the back of my reading journal, I actually keep a section where I've pre-ordered books, and I like to go through and tick off books that I've read, books that I've received, as well as books that I've cancelled, or keep an eye out when things are coming out. Now, because I haven't touched my reading journal in a while, I haven't actually gone through and checked the books that I have actually received. And you'll notice I actually go through and take out some books because I've decided, no, I actually don't need them. Or I can actually get these in Australia and don't need to order them from Waterstones. That's what WS is. A lot of the time I'm ordering special editions, mainly because it is easier to order them in Waterstones than wait for an Australian version to come out. And a lot of the times Waterstones has a special edition version. Now, Amazon is coming out more with special edition versions, so is Big W in Australia. And I also like to record if I've read the book. I'm actually on the Waterstones website. If you can see my phone down in the corner, I try to block it because every now and then I pop up and show my address, and that's probably not smart. And yeah, I actually cancelled my order for Twilight because I can get that in Australia a lot cheaper and I don't have to pay the cost of shipping. And I decided not to get the Oro and Grimm book. I decided I will probably get that in Australia. And I don't think it actually is by Sophie Lark. I don't know. Anyway, I then tick off some of the books that I have received. So, for example, on the next page back, I have received a few of the books already. The way that I find these too is a lot of the times I just jump on the Waterstones website maybe once a week and see what's coming out. One of the beauties of Waterstones, which my friend Pearl let me know about, is that they don't take the money out until they process it. So I try and keep that in mind, that I am making sure there's money there, but also it's a good way to go, oh yeah, I really want that. And if I've read it in between that time and when it comes out, then I'm like, yeah, I'll keep that or I'll cancel it. So I have that option if I need. If you would like a video of me or me posting about the books that I've pre-ordered, please let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, this is the end of the video. Can you believe I talked this entire time? Thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Now, take it away. Wrap up, Kate. Okay, lovely people, this is the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed. I know I am probably going to go get cozy now because I'm a little bit hot. Even though it is autumn here, apparently the weather didn't get the memo. So, yay. But the rest of the week is going to be hot. And hello, Poe, you are now a gargoyle. This is what happens when you move your chair. Oh, and now Odin's up. Oh, can you see him? There he is. Anyway, enough about the doggies. I'm going to go now and get cozy and probably read, hopefully, some better books than this month that I was talking about, which is March. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you are. You keep on reading, you keep the magic alive, and I'll see you next time you visit my library. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really supports my channel, and because I've been gone for a while, my statistics are going to be short. Anyway, I'll talk to you next time. Bye!